All right. Hello and welcome to my info session on Create a Healthier You. I'm so glad you're able to join me early this morning. I know it's really early for some of you. Anyway, I just want to go over the program. I've had several questions and I just want to make sure that it's clear to everyone. My programs are for people who do like to be in the kitchen and do like to cook. So I want to be clear about that up front. This is a group program, so you don't get a lot of one-on-one attention, but you do have a live call every Wednesday. I also do a live Q&A session on a few Sundays. You'll see those dates in here as well. And once you're in the program, you're in it for life. And so this is a 10-week program that runs from January through April, and then it runs again from July through November. And so when we start in January, there will be a handful of people that started in July, and they're coming back to do it again. My goal for this program is for you to finish the 10 weeks and not need me again. However, we all know that sometimes we get thrown off track. Different things happen. You get a divorce, maybe you get married, maybe you have a baby, maybe you change jobs, and those things just throw us off. We change our schedules, and so those things happen. So it's Create a Healthier You. Most people will drop weight. They will kick their sugar habits. Sugar will be gone. You will have no more bloat. We will be rebuilding the gut microbiome, soothing digestion, and we're finding what foods are right for you. So before we begin, I need to read my disclaimer. The information in this presentation is not intended to replace a one-on-one relationship with a qualified healthcare professional and is not intended as medical advice. It is intended as a sharing of knowledge and information from the research and experience of Jennifer Whitmire, Holistic Jen, holisticfarms.com, and the experts who have contributed. We encourage you to make your own healthcare decisions based upon your research and in partnership with a qualified healthcare professional. So for those of you who do not know me, I do own Holistic Farms. I also go by the name Holistic Jen on YouTube and in some other areas. I am a board certified health educator. I was a health scientist back in the 90s. I wanted to be what I am now, a health coach and work with people one-on-one. But at the time, there wasn't really a word for that. You either worked in a hospital or in a gym. And I didn't want to do either one of those. So I became a math teacher. In 2007, I was trying to trick my husband into going to the doctor so they would tell him to stop eating McDonald's cheeseburgers. And instead, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune illness. I was so upset, and all I could think was, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not living my passion and my purpose. So we quit our jobs, we moved, we bought this farm, and now we teach people to eat real healthy foods and how to prepare them and things like that. And so I help people improve their health through food. So that's what this 10-week program is all about. So who should join? People, you've done all the things. I was there. How did I end up with an autoimmune disease when I was doing all the things? People who are ready to make a change. You feel bloated. You're fed up with weight challenges. You're feeling inflamed. Maybe you have sore muscles and joints. You're tired of feeling tired, and you love to learn and get nerdy about health, because I do like to get deep into the content here. So C.R.E.A.T.E stands for cleanse the toxins, regenerate your health, eliminate extra weight, activate the healing power within, transform your health, and energize your body and your mind. You have the power inside yourself. Your bodies were meant to regenerate and to recreate your health. And so that is what this is all about. We will easily prepare delicious, healthy foods and create habits for lasting results. And so, like I said, my followers love food and they love to cook and prepare foods. So if you are looking for a quick fix using packaged foods, I'm probably not the right person for you. Though my recipes are quick and easy, you don't have to spend all day in the kitchen. I spend maybe 3 hours on Sunday, probably 4 hours total in a week to provide all of my meals for the entire week. On Friday, I do a few things. On Saturday, I do a few things. Sunday, I spend 3 hours in the kitchen. Monday, I write my grocery list for the next week. You may find that you really like my methods. Many of you are here because you see what I post on the computer every day. My recipes are easy enough that I can do all of them in 3 hours. My refrigerator's clean every Saturday, stock full every Sunday, and it's easy, just grab and go for all of my meals. And I have a family of 3. I only have 1 child left at home, but her meals are all in there as well. And we have a live class every Wednesday, and those are usually at 3 p.m. Eastern time. They are all recorded. Of course, I love it if you're live, because then you can ask questions and get real feedback. And they're casual. And so while I'm going over a slide, if you don't understand something, I can stop where I am and we can go over things. We also have a live cooking demo and Q&A. I put each week. That didn't really work out this last time, so that is just going to be the first Sunday and then the first Sunday of each month during the 10 weeks. I find most people just are not available on Sunday afternoons to join me live. And there's so much communication in the private Facebook group that you can just get all of your questions answered right there. There is tons of group support. For those of you who have been in my 5-day resets, you know there is lots of support. I am there. I am active in there with you. I answer your questions. You have tons of support and inspiration there in the group. Other people post their pictures. I would strongly encourage you to post your pictures, and people will just lift you up. You're having a bad day, and there's someone there who can help you with that. So during weeks 1 and 2, we will begin with, I put the summer reset. That was from January. That was from July. This will be the winter reset. We'll begin, and we will begin our elimination diet. During weeks 3 and 4, we will begin cleansing and rebuilding the gut health. That during those weeks, we will switch to a completely plant-based diet if you choose to, and focus on elimination. Anytime we're going through detox, we need to cleanse the lower bowel. And so we want to make sure that we are having a good bowel movement at least once a day. So we're going to change our diet to make sure that that is happening appropriately. So if yours needs to slow down, we'll talk about that. If yours needs to speed up, we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about methods to make it healthy. During weeks 5 and 6, we are going to begin cleansing and rebuilding your urinary health and your adrenals. Adrenals have so much to do with your hormones. We'll learn all about that. During weeks 7 and 8, we will begin a deep dive detox, which is gentle but effective. We will also be switching to a raw vegan diet during this time, should you choose to do so. Completely optional. Last time, most people did. Some people tried for a day or two. But it's really you and where you are in your health journey. During this time, something new during these 10 weeks is we are going to do a 3-day juice cleanse and then work on rebuilding the gut microbiome from there. And then weeks 9 and 10, we will begin habits for long-term results. What do you need to do to make sure that you continue with the habits that you have formed over these last few weeks? So week 1, we're eliminating processed foods. We're cutting out caffeine, alcohol, sugar, and known food allergens. Week 2, we'll learn all about the toxins in your foods, and we'll do a group fridge and pantry clean out. I will show you what's in my pantry, what's in my fridge and freezer, and I'll give you handouts, I'll give you homework, and we will do this together. Weeks 3, we'll learn about foods that optimize digestion and how to add anti-inflammatory foods and include herbs in our day-to-day meals to make sure that we're having that at least one good bowel movement a day. We are not having gas and bloating. During weeks 4, we'll learn about the proper ways to add fiber, everything you wanted to know about hydration, fermented foods, and improving your digestion. Weeks 5, we'll learn about whole foods nutrition, and we'll transition to completely whole food, plant-based meals. Now, if you don't want to be completely whole food, plant-based, do what works best for you, but I strongly encourage you to at least give this a try. Week 6, we'll learn about the urinary tract and the kidneys and the adrenals and how to optimize the health of these organs. During week 7, we'll learn about raw foods and raw food nutrition and how this helps with cleansing out toxins. Week 8, we'll learn about using foods and other tools to cleanse the body. You can see I have some handy tools here. And week 9, we'll learn how to transition out of a cleanse. Now, during this time, we will also do the 3-day juice cleanse that is completely optional. And we will include other tools, flushing the system and things like that if you want to. It's completely optional. And we'll learn how to transition out of a cleanse so we don't undo all of our hard work. We don't want to cleanse everything and then start adding the wrong foods. We don't want to create inflammation after a cleanse. We want to continue on. We also want to be able to test foods for sensitivities. We're all unique. Different foods work for each of us. And in week 10, we'll learn about meal planning and how to stay on track for lifelong learning and optimal health. Week 11, we have a now what session. You've had 3 days on your own without meal plans and extra recipes. So you do get recipes for 10 whole weeks. And so that is 77 recipes times 3, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? We'll check in to make sure everyone is still going strong. And then bonus will be the spring reset. So a couple weeks after the Create a Healthier You program ends, we will come back together to tweak any issues and get you back on track with the spring reset. So there will be new people in there and fresh faces, and you will be the role model for them. So what's included? We have 2 live classes every week on Wednesday afternoons. We will have 3 Q&A sessions with a cook along. You will have a step-by-step protocol of what to do and when. If you've been in my 5-day resets before, you are familiar with some of these things, like the lemon water in the morning. Can't do lemon water. We'll talk about alternatives for that. We'll talk about supplements. I am not licensed to suggest and recommend supplements, but I will talk about different herbs and supplements that I like to use in ways that you can use them yourself. There is group support in the private Facebook group. Now, the resets all have their own private reset group. C.R.E.A.T.E has its own individual private Facebook group. There are 10 meal plans with suggested easy recipes and shopping lists. Each week you will receive a menu with the recipes. The first 2 weeks will include omnivore recipes and vegan recipes. I use the word vegan loosely because it is whole food plant-based. The vegan is a lifestyle, where this is a food plan. You will receive a handbook that's very comprehensive. You will also receive a 10-week transformation supplement guide, herb and tool guide. And so those of you who know me know I love food. I love to eat. My plate is huge. My salads every day are huge. So there will be no starvation. You will not be hungry. There's no deprivation, and there's no slaving in the kitchen. So Create a Healthier You is normally $1,497. Right now I am running a special for $598.80 through the end of the year. So that is quite a deal. This will be the last time that it is offered at under $600. And remember, it includes the bonus, the 5-day spring reset, and you're in for life. Once you join, you're always in C.R.E.A.T.E. So as long as I continue to offer it, of course, the program will always be open in Facebook. Unless Facebook shuts me down, then we'll just have to find another platform to move into, but you always have access to the recipes. And I do like to do a detox throughout the year. And so that's what this is for. We do the reset, which just resets your system, or you do a deeper dive in the winter. In January, actually, by the time we get to, I can't remember when we do the raw vegan, it'll be late February, early March. So we'll be getting ready for spring. We're preparing our bodies for spring, transitioning into warmer weather, wanting cooler, hydrating foods. And then in July, we started again. So then when we get to, I can't remember when it was, probably late September, we also are transitioning our bodies for cooler weather and looking for more warmer, comforting foods. For more information, I will put a link in the comments. and a link to the brochure that will explain some more. And I will make sure that you get the PDF of the brochure in the link when I send out the copy. Anyway, so now I will turn off the recording and have a Q&A. I want to thank you for those of you who are joining and watching. Send me an email or DM or comments in Facebook and let me know how you like today's class and what other topics you would like discussed. I am here to serve you. That is my passion and my purpose. So please let me know how I can better help you with your health journey. So thank you. I'm going to turn off the recording for questions.